Coming up on 6:30 on WKYT this morning, police arrest a second inmate weeks after he escaped in eastern Kentucky.
Police reveal new clues about a Madison County death investigation. A man's body was found in a creek.
Can't rule out any more severe weather the rest of the morning. However, things really tapering off through the day. And I'll show you off into your weekend because it looks phenomenal. That comes up next.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
It's Friday and the weekend is on the way, and it's looking good after a tough night in weather. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Hope you're weathering the storm. Hope you have that umbrella handy because, a few remnant showers could be around.
Yeah, some of those are out there this morning, but things are much better than they were, say, a couple of hours ago. Let's check in with WKYT meteorologist Micah Harris on this first alert severe weather day.
Yeah, we're looking at that first alert severe weather day, holding on to that because still have a severe thunderstorm watch over toward the east and southeast. That goes until 10 a.m. But as of right now, there is your look across the region. Severe threat is really back over toward the east, and it's really breaking up. When you start to see a line of thunderstorms break up, what that means is this is losing that energy. I don't see much out of this except high water issues. If we do see a severe storm, it should be around the Hal Rogers Parkway and southbound through the next couple of hours. So heads up Union College. It's heading your direction the next 30 minutes. There's your severe watches. Yes, there is a tornado watch in effect for Lewis County as of right now, but don't even worry about that. It will be taken off here any minute because that threat is far to the east of you guys now. And severe thunderstorm watch in effect until 10 a.m. for the yellow shaded areas. Now, I'll show you your weekend because your weekend has no talk of thunderstorms and really nice temperatures too. That all comes up in a few minutes.
All right, well, that is all good. Thank you.
Of course, it's a stormy start to your Friday. Rain's been coming down hard at times in Lexington, off and on since about 3 this morning.
And this is a look right now at the current weather conditions. We have one of our sky cams, roads covered in water this morning. There's the shot downtown, and WKYT's Hillary Thornton is live downtown now to show us what we're up against this morning in Lexington. Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Well, thankfully, things have really calmed down out here. The rain has pretty much stopped right now, and also that wind has calmed down. And if you're like me, that's good news after a pretty nasty start to the morning. What seemed like the strongest part of this storm came through Lexington a little bit more than an hour ago when there was just strong gusts of wind and heavy, heavy rain. Now, that rain did cause some standing water on the roadways, and those are still there, so be careful on your morning commute out there. Now, if you remember last Friday, we were kind of in this same situation with that heavy rainfall, which shut down at least 8 roads in Lexington as that water covered the roads. Thankfully, this rain stopped quite a bit sooner than it did last Friday. That was, if you remember, just an all-day rain out there. So things are looking better out here. Just be careful when you are out this morning on the roadways. As we said, there is some standing water out there, and we'll continue to keep you updated on WKYT.com. For now, we're live in Lexington. Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
All right, Hillary. A couple of hours ago, she was really under the gun with all kinds of rain and the wind moving through. And as a result, there are some scattered power outages in the region because of the storm this morning. Over in Paris, about 400 Bluegrass Energy customers are waking up in the dark this morning. Kentucky Utilities is reporting about 75 customers are without power this morning in Winchester. There are a reported 30 outages in Lexington. There's also one flight to Chicago that has been canceled this morning out at Bluegrass Airport. Of course, they had that tornado about 80 miles outside of Chicago. All right, stay with WKYT for the latest weather updates. You can download the WKYT First Alert Defender Radar app for your iPad or your smartphone if you're on the go, or go to WKYT.com for all the latest information. We know one place where the weather just can't stop. Hundreds of people who camped out overnight for what has become an annual tradition.
They're definitely making the best of it. Former UK players will be signing a commemorative Maker's Mark bottle today at Keeneland. Mark Barber is there live now where folks are staying dry inside, we understand.
Good morning, Bill and Rebecca. Yeah, folks are going to get even drier too because the long line of people that stretched outside this barn are now finally getting to come inside. In the past few minutes, they started clearing some room for them to bring everyone in because the rain is still coming down here. But this storm is not dampening anyone's spirits here. That's because in just an hour and a half, these people will get their 2015 commemorative Maker's Mark bottles signed. Now, many of the folks that we spoke with who have been camping out here outside the Keene barn at Keeneland say they've been here since yesterday afternoon, and they've had to deal with some really nasty weather. And those storms storms rolled in, people took shelters in their cars and then in the barn here. For some of the folks that we spoke with, it has been a sleepless night between the thunder and the lightning. And did I mention all the excitement? At 8 o'clock this morning, some of UK's Hall of Famers will sign commemorative Maker's Mark bottles featuring Coach Adolph Ruff on the label. Basketball greats Adrian Smith, Cliff Hagan, Dan Eisel, and Frank Ramsey are all signing today. Maker's Mark COO and Keeneland CEO will also sign bottles. Now, the signing is not at the grandstand this year. Instead, it's taking place here in the Keene Barn and Entertainment Center. Some of the people who have been camping out here say this is not a one-time thing.
I mean, it's just a tradition, you know. I mean, if you're a real Cats fan, you will be here to get that bottle. I mean,
rain, snow, sleet, hail.
We've been through it, yeah.
It's just great.
And they certainly had to deal with a lot of that rain, not quite hail or sleet, but a lot of that rain this morning. Now, Keeneland officials tell me that they do have 60 tickets left right now. I'm told that if you want to be one of the lucky few filing up for this signing, then you have to be here with your ticket in line by 8 a.m. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Now 6:35, WKYT now tracking a breaking news alert in eastern Kentucky. Police in Harlan are right now investigating a situation involving meth near the McDonald's on US 421. One lane of the highway is shut down. We're told that one person was burned on the arm, presumably by chemicals. We'll continue to follow the story, bring you the latest information as it's available.
A Bourbon County man says an argument led to him being grazed by a bullet in the ear. The shooting happened yesterday at the Rucker Village Apartments in Paris. The victim said he was having an argument when the suspect pulled out a gun and fired off some shots. One of the bullets grazed that victim's ear. He was not seriously injured, but he says it was a close call.
If it had been a couple more inches to the side, I'd been dead right now. I just thank God I'm alive still. I was coming over here to see my family, my wife and my son, and next thing I know, I'm getting shot at.
Well, 23-year-old Antonio Farron is charged with assault, wanton endangerment, and evidence tampering.
Investigators are still trying to identify a man who was found dead in a Madison County creek. State police say a group of canoers found the body Wednesday night in Silver Creek, not far from Richmond. Investigators say they have not been able to figure out how long the body was in the water, nor how the man died. But state police think it could be a man who has been reported missing in Madison County. Search crews have found the body of a missing man in Grant County. 49-year-old Donald Haas' body was recovered from Bolts Lake last night. He'd been reported missing yesterday. Investigators say one of his friends showed up at the lake to fish with him, but the friend saw Haas' boat drifting and heard him screaming for help. All right, we have a very sad breaking news alert to pass along this morning to you. A Cincinnati area basketball player who inspired many with her fight against cancer has died.
Our CBS affiliate WKRC says Lauren Hill died at Children's Hospital in Cincinnati this morning. Many viewers followed her story. She had one goal after finding out she had an inoperable brain tumor: to play in just one college basketball game. She accomplished that goal, even playing in games at Georgetown College and Transylvania University. Before her death, Hill was able to raise nearly $1.5 million for a childhood cancer charity. Touched so many lives. We followed her story throughout, the last 6 months or so. She's really done a lot for that cause and for her community. And very sad news to bring for you. Lauren Hill has died.
Yeah, very inspiring, even though she knew exactly what she was facing. Well, after weeks of being on the run, 2 inmates who escaped in eastern Kentucky are back behind bars.
Police arrested 19-year-old Dallas Trent yesterday in Powell County. His cousin John Trent was arrested less than 24 hours earlier. Both men are suspected of robbery in Wolfe County. State police say they escaped when they jumped out of a transport van 2 weeks ago. Cody's parents say they're glad he was caught.
Relieved. Very relieved. I mean, seeing him step out was because we've been right out there searching too. We're thankful he wasn't in the river, or that he's alive, that he's okay. We're glad. Maybe now we'll get him straightened out.
Both face an escape charge in addition to a prior robbery charge.
New this morning, a motorcyclist was flown to UK hospital after crashing in Bath County. Dispatchers tell us that happened just after 10 last night in the Sharpsburg area. They're not sure what caused the accident. We understand the man's injuries, though, are not life-threatening. Well, it is another record for Coach John Calipari and the University of Kentucky. 7 players plan to leave UK and enter the NBA draft.
Well, Coach Cal had some fun as the announcement was made.
I think that maybe the easiest way is, if you've decided to put your name in the draft, why don't you stand up? Really? All right, there you go.
There you see it. All 7 plan to leave. That's pretty much half the basketball team. Willie Cauley-Stein, the Harrison twins, Dakari Johnson, and 3 freshmen, Devin Booker, Trey Lyles, and Carl Anthony Towns. Back in 2012, John Calipari had 6 players drafted. We'll see what happens when the NBA draft rolls around June 25th. The deadline for players to withdraw is June 15th. And it's interesting that Coach Cal says, you know, even if they decide to withdraw from the draft, they can come back. Their scholarships remain intact at UK.
31 of his players over time have ended up in the NBA, so quite a record there as well. Time this morning is coming up on 6:40.
Checking traffic right now. It's been a rainy start to your morning. Hopefully it's let up somewhat. What say you, Officer Don?
Well, the biggest issue right now is just the fact that the roads are wet. Traffic is fairly light, which often we see about this time on a Friday morning. And some issues with the traffic signals seem to be resolved here in Lexington. No reports of any problems on Man o' War right now between Todd's Road over to Richmond Road, where we're getting some reports of trouble earlier. Let's get a look outside, and we'll show you what to expect as you get ready to head out the door this morning with a live look at a wet Broadway and High Street. Same deal on the north side, of course, and inbound Leestown Road through that construction zone. We'll use a little extra care with the weather. On our Waze map, we see a few live drivers on the way in, working their way around the circle through the construction zone from Leestown to Old Frankfort. No major slowdowns there yet. And even inbound Richmond Road, the left turn lane to the inner loop of the circle seems to be holding its own. Now back to you in the studio.
All right, very good. Well, it's just good knowing that there's some sunshine after all of this wet weather we've had this morning. Makes you feel better.
It does, you know, and just in time for the weekend. That's a good thing. Well, a high school senior has perfected the art of the promposal, if I can say it, promposal. We'll show you a young man's very slick moves.
Looks like a pretty expensive one, too. First Alert Defender Live radar, eastern zones, southeastern zones. That's where we still see the potential for strong to severe storms. There's really one storm I'm watching in particular. I'll show you which one that is, and I'll show you your weekend forecast. Coming up next.